Hey guys, Crystal Grace here and welcome to this pick a card reading. This one is all about what's the tea on B. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number 1, intuition. Pile number 2, we have harmony. And pile number 3, we have love. So quick disclaimer, while you are connecting with one of those piles, please trust that I do not sit here and conjure negative energies or messages to ruin your day, evening, or night. It is your responsibility to tarot responsibly. So with that said, if the reading doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. You may simply just not connect with my energy, and that's absolutely fine. Plenty of tarot readers out there for you to engage in their content with. So with that said, let's find out what the tea is on B. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose intuition, gut feeling, and inner voice. So obviously this is my intuitive pile. I would have to say you felt drawn to this card because you either truly trust your intuition or you are very intuitive. Either way, you're a person who's very much connected. I feel spiritually, some of you may be very connected to plants at this time, outdoor plants, indoor plants. You could be working with the moon cycle as well. We do have the number 2 on the card, so we could be looking at people born on the 2nd of a month, or maybe you are born in February. I don't know, I think you might wear really nice lingerie here. There's another thing coming through. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Maybe so you could have like Aquarius or Pisces placements, those who have picked this pile. Is that right? Aquarius and Pisces? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because March the 13th is Pisces. So, alrighty. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit distracted. What's going on? What are we doing? We're going to use some of these. I might pull some tarot first, and then we're going to pull some what's the tea. So let's show us what the tea is on pile number 1. These cards are so big, like you cannot actually shuffle them properly. All right. 5 of Cups. Cards. That's too many, but those cards seem really stuck. I actually feel kind of stuck. So I don't know if some of you, you might be stuck on a situation. Maybe you're not aware, you're not sure if you can trust your gut feeling or your inner voice at this time, because maybe somebody's actions don't align with their intuition. So that can make life very hard when our intuition is telling us one thing, but our like what we're experiencing or like what we're being exposed to or the kind of treatment we are receiving doesn't add up, like it doesn't align. All right, so if you resonate with that, then this is your pile. So let's find out what the tea is What are people talking about when they're talking about pile 1? Oof, love on the brain. It's not a bad thing. Woof, yeah, isn't that right? Fake flexing. I don't think they're, and you've got karmic friends here. And it's funny, like I did a soulmate, a karmic soulmate reading. So again, I'll put the link. I don't normally put links into my other readings, but it was weird. Once I did that reading, I felt called in some piles that I've done readings after that to drop that link. But anyway, if you feel called to go and check it out, it's how to spot a karmic soulmate. All right, so we've got 5 of Cups, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the 6 of Cups. Love on the brain, wolf in sheep's clothing, fake flexing, karmic friends. Might chuck this deck over here. You can see it. What's the tea? 5 of Cups and 5 of no, it wasn't. I was going to say 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, I want to go with this initial message I'm hearing, right? If any of you are really resonating with this, like your intuition is maybe sort of trying to bring your attention to somebody's like intentions, but they're not presenting any sort of red flags. I feel like somebody, what the tea is, these people may be talking about this connection. They might be fully aware that you're not seeing this person in the light that you should be seeing them. Like you're not seeing them as the wolf that they are, is what I feel somebody is talking about. I think somebody is talking about you're not seeing them for who it is because you do have love on the brain, okay? I think what they're talking about is like, maybe you are so focused on finding love that you failed to see this person's true colors for some of you. And they could be talking about you fake flexing, not in the sense of money, but like you've got this person is maybe sought after by other people. So it could be the fact that this person could be quite masculine, like very attractive. So somebody could be talking about how you're not seeing it because you're seeing something that you like, and you could be totally oblivious to this person being a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's really what I'm picking up. The karmic friends thing, it could this could be somebody that like you're doing friends with benefits with, and this person may be presenting to be quite nice, but they have got other things going on in their life, maybe building their life with somebody else that you're not aware of. So once that's established and once they know they can move towards that, I feel like what the tea is here is like what they're saying is like once this person that pole 1 is dealing with, it could be a friend as well. Like it could be a friend trying to use you to get ahead, maybe use you to get to somebody else to get ahead. So a wolf in sheep's clothing. So it may not be a friends with benefits situation, but it's definitely a karmic friend. And fuck buddies are deemed as friends, right? They're like a fuck friend. So take it as it resonates, right? There is somebody is talking about a wolf in sheep's clothing around you. So they're aware that this person has maybe no intentions of following through with anything like concrete. No plans will be concreted. So even if this is a friendship, maybe saying that they're going to come traveling with you or like do X, Y, Z with you, somebody's talking about how they're just going to disappoint you, let you down. And that's where I think this 5 of Cups energy is coming from. I feel like what they're talking about is you're going to be left at a loss. And if it is a relationship like with the friends with benefits, I feel like what they're talking about is there's going to be a heartbreak because pile one's person has no intentions of moving forward towards them in like a committed relationship. Now, the reason why that person also may not be moving towards you in a committed relationship, because, you know, they could be somebody who's focused on the past as well. So I don't feel like what the tea is here is all about you. I feel like it's got something to do with you and somebody else. So maybe if it is a person that you're like, it's these people don't necessarily know you. What the tea is what other people are talking about, this connection that you have with somebody. So the tea is that you're going to be left disappointed because this person is not going to come through. The thing with the Queen of Swords, I feel like what the tea is on the basis of this conversation, because I feel like this is the main theme of this pile. The Queen of Swords is indicating to me like what the tea is that you're going to eventually figure it out. Like, you're not stupid. You're very you're very intuitive, right? But the thing of Queen of Swords, she's logical. So she doesn't sit in a state of spirituality or like intuition. She uses discernment in a way of watching behavior, observing like how this person presents themselves to you. So maybe now that you've listened to this reading and it's confirming maybe something that your intuition has been trying to tell you, the Queen of Swords is going to come out. So I feel like what the tea is like when you figure out that this person's going to only bring you disappointment or not live up to what they're telling you they're going to live up to, that you will like cut them a new one, right? Because the Queen of Swords does not fuck around. You fuck with the Queen of Swords, she will cut you with her words so sharply that you will like be scarred for life with those words. So that's what the tea is here. You are being discussed as somebody who's very independent, but you're very discerning. You're also very intimidating, okay? But I think when you're in love and you have love on the brain, this is what they're saying is like you miss those cues, like you miss that observation of somebody maybe doing you wrong because you're all loved up is what they're saying. Like you haven't picked up that this person could have like a whole other relationship going on because you're too focused on maybe yourself because you're busy doing your own internal work. You could have loads of hobbies and you could be a bit of a socialite here as well. But I feel like this Queen of Swords, what the tea is here is that once the information comes to light about this person's intentions or non-intentions, that is when you will you will become known or something. It's like the information will, like, you'll figure it out through logic. Like there's only so, I feel like what they're saying is only so much they can hide from you, or like before you start questioning where is this going if it's a relationship. So for some of you could have been like say for instance if you're dating somebody or something for like 8 months and nothing's been said, I feel like what they're saying is once like a time frame like arrives, you're then going to probably turn into Queen of Swords. Now Queen of Swords is a very harsh, bitter, cruel person. They don't hold back. They can come across as overly emotional when they've been burnt. So they just let everything out and they like a fucking dragon, right? And maybe that's what the tea is here. Like once you find out that this person does not have the intentions to take this connection to the next level, you're going to fucking unleash the fury is what I feel like the tea is. And so you should, especially if you've been strung along. Fuck them. I just feel like, yeah, I think what the tea is here is once you figure out maybe you've been manipulated here, it's not something that you're going to like accept without bringing something. And I think with the Six of Cups here, what they're saying is like you've been down this road before, right? This has happened to you in the past. Like, and they could even be talking about how like you met this person in a state of healing, like this, you were healing from another relationship before this person even came in, is what some of them could be talking about. Naivety is another energy of the Six of Cups. So they could be talking about, you know, you are in a state of naivety at this time because you're all loved up, right? 6 of Cups like can indicate to us, like, if we're all loved up and we're all like feeling ooey and gooey about a potential soulmate, we're totally going to be in a state of naivety, right? We're going to be off with like love and butterflies and romance. That's just how love is. But I feel like what the T is like you're not seeing this person for who they are. You need to sort of like wake up is what I feel like this person is saying, or these people are saying, or maybe that the person that you're dealing with needs to wake up, because when you wake up, the Queen of Swords is going to come out. And I feel like what the T's, they will like think that this person that is coming up in this reading will need to like run for the hills, because you've already been through something is what I feel with this 6 of Cups. There's nothing worse trying to heal from a relationship and somebody like pressing you to give them an opportunity, and then they end up not like, like stringing you along. I think that's fucking toxic. But that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know if that resonated. I hope that wasn't too triggering, and hopefully it has brought somebody clarity to make the right decision, what needs to happen here. You know, I'm not here to tell you how to handle your situations, but be very smart in how you cut this person up, like obviously metaphorically. But yeah, sending all my love and light to you, Pile 1. Take care. See ya. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we have card 35. We've got harmony, peace and balance, unstoppable. You could be very much in your head at the moment, okay? Like just sort of contemplating, analyzing, planning. I feel like you are looking to the future maybe. Maybe like a future that's going to have a lot of more balance and more harmony in it, more peace, so to speak. You have beautiful skin and you've got really nice collarbones. And I think you've got nice cheekbones. You may have very luscious long hair as well. But you seem like you've had some kind of glow up here, or you are having a glow up, right? Like body's looking good, skin's looking good. Like there is this element I'm feeling like very at peace. So maybe you have been in a state of like isolation, keeping to yourself, figuring out your next moves, your big plans. And then that way, like naturally when we're doing that, we're going to feel in more control of our life. Whereas if we're not making plans, we don't know where we're going, you can feel quite anxious and really overwhelmed. You think, fuck, oh my God, what am I doing? And then you start stressing out and all hell breaks loose. So if you resonate with that, this is your pile. Let's get into it. What is the T on pile number 2? What are people saying? The Hermit, isn't that funny? Could be very spiritual in the opinions of these people. So, Seven of Coins and 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we'll pull a couple of these. What's the T? Hustling, love it. Stalker. Spiritual hater. Got a groupie here. I actually feel like this is very separate energy to this. So we've got a few different messages coming through here. So give me a minute. Your energy is very different to pile 1's, which is good. It's not a storyline, which is, well, doesn't mean it's good or bad. I feel like let's start here. Let's start with the bad and get with the good. Look, for some of you, what the T is here, you either have a stalker, like somebody is fully obsessed or watching you, right? And that could be because they are a spiritual hater. Like the Hermit coming out tells us what's the T on you is you're very spiritual. You're very connected to the spirit realm. You're on a spiritual journey, like you're having an awakening. You like to, live an easy easy life, live a minimalist lifestyle as well. And I feel like what the T is here is like it's creating like hate energy around you. So whether or not, maybe some of you could be influencers or something like that, and the T is here is like you're promoting some kind of like lifestyle, like sharing something about you. And I feel like what the T is like you've got people like fully watching you, obsessed with you, like trolls, people literally hating on your spirituality, your light, your power, your music because of something you are doing. That is like the main energy I get here. But with this groupie energy, the concept of groupie is high vibrational, it's positive, like, but groupies can turn into psychos, right? They can become super obsessed and start to stalk the people that they are following around because they want to celebrate them, or like they're totally infatuated. So what the T is here is like you have a lot of people very infatuated with you, and kind of coming back, like I didn't really do an energy check on about body aesthetics with pile 1, but for you I did. And so I have to take that into consideration. You could be super attractive, and what the T is like you attract real weird, obsessive kind of people because of your looks, is what the T's could be here. But for most of you, that spiritual hater energy, what the T is there is that you have a lot of haters because of your spirituality, and you could have a lot of haters because of your spiritualities, because people like bad people can't come at you because you can already sense it, is I think what the T is here is like you can't, like if you've got ill intentions and you go towards pile 2, they'll pick it up straight away, is what I feel like the T is. They'll see right through it. So I love that about you. I love the fact that people around you are talking about that. Like you can't pull the wool over your eyes. So that's put you in a very powerful position, pile 2. Like you should be really proud. That can take years, decades for people to be able to tap into that skill set. So you do have groupies. You have people like what the T is like you have a lot of admirers. You have a lot of people like very interested and invested in you, but you've also got a lot of trolls. So you may have an online platform, and what the T is or what people are talking about at the moment is like how some people hate you, some people like you, some people fucking love you and are completely obsessed. But some are so obsessed that they're like stalking you. Now, for others of you, if we were to look at this as what's the T on you, what are people are talking about, if you've ever stalked anyone, right? Maybe you're a spiritual hater, but I don't resonate with that download, right? It doesn't make any sense because the Hermit come out. So I'm going to let it fly and just keep it moving. So let's look at this Hermit energy. The Hermit would indicate what the T is here is something about a spiritual journey that you've been on or you are currently on, right? And maybe you had some like serious growth or development from this pile 2. Like maybe you've changed, like something's changed in you. Like you could have been a big party person and now you're like, no, I just want to chill. Like, you know, you might have had 20 drinks, now you just want one. And people are talking about that. There's something changed. There's some kind of enlightenment that has unfolded within you or developed within you after a period of time of solitude, is what I'm hearing. But inner guidance is also connected to the Hermit. So what the T is like you have a very strong inner guidance and it's never wrong. Like your ability to introspect has brought this newfound sense of personality to you, maybe, is what somebody's saying, maybe not in that very professional way of saying it. You could be going on a path of soul searching, or after you did go on a path of soul searching, there's this new version of yourself is what the T is here. And I think kudos to you. That's really, really great to hear. It's like you've gone off and done the work and now you're fucking glowing. Like now you look like this hot person. I was going to say something else, probably sound a bit profound, but I think this is great. So it's a fairly positive read. Then we've got the 5 of Coins in reverse. So I think what the T is here is if you have been a person going through any financial hardships, they are over. Like you're a person who's overcome or is currently overcoming any adversity. And if you're dealing with all this shit, that's a form of overcoming adversity. Like it can be really hard putting yourself out into the public eye and then having to be subjected to trolls and people saying really horrible shit. Like when I go like doom scrolling online and then I go and look at the comments, I think, fuck, like why would you say that? Like there's some things you don't really need to say. what the T is here with the Five of Pentacles is like, yeah, you're a person who has probably come from nothing to something. And you've always been a super positive person, even in hard times, is what I feel like the T is. You don't let your struggles or insecurities get the better of you, is what I feel people are saying. Like, you allow, you accept people's behavior for what it is, and it's not a reflection of you, is what I'm picking up. You could be recovering from a financial hardship or something like that. That can be seen here with the Five of Pentacles, or be considered. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, maybe becoming more financially stable is something like somebody could be addressing. And then we have the Seven of Coins, right? It is in reverse. So again, it's talking about that hitting a rough patch we were picking up in the Five of Pentacles. But it's also a card that will talk about somebody needing me time, which correlates with the Hermit. So maybe like what the T is here is like, it's clear when pile 2 hits a rough patch because they pull their energy away. Maybe there's less content. Maybe you're not as proactive, or what's the word I'm looking? You're not as available, or if you are putting content or something out there, you go quiet, is what I'm hearing. I feel like the T is like, you know, when pile 2 is hitting a rough patch, because it's like they pull their energy away and they might say things like, I need me time. So that could be in posts, that could be just through text messages, these could be just friends, in regards to what the T is here. Other things we can pick up with the Seven of Pentacles, like you're a person, again, who's dealt with a lot of setbacks, right? You could be big on procrastination as well, but I don't know if that's the T. Yeah, I don't know. Like Seven of Pentacles in the upright talks about progress from hard work, like harvesting your fruits from, you know, your labor. So maybe somebody's like, what the T is like, you're yet to harvest the fruits from your labor yet. Like you're still working really hard. So therefore you could be, the T here could be like you are overworking, maybe to accommodate for any financial losses that you still are like repairing from or recovering from. Yeah. If you invested in anything, somebody like the T there could be like you have yet to see the results from some form of investment as well. So that is what I've got for you guys. Let me know if that resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading, those of you who chose love. So we've got Life's Purpose, card number 30. So you could have been born on the 30th of a month. You could have been born in March. Self-love could be a strong focus for you at this time. If it's not a strong focus, then maybe it's something that you are considering exploring, maybe reviewing your level of self-love, self-worth. But, you know, she's really embracing herself. She looks quite content, and, you know, there's a lot of flowers around the heart, and there's also some band-aids on the heart. So someone may have had like some kind of heart condition here, or heart surgery as a baby, I'm hearing. But you know, flowers, it's like when you see a flower growing out of concrete. That's sort of the vibe I'm picking up here. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be healing from a heartbreak, specifically at this point in time. So definitely, yeah, take care as we move through this reading. If it puts you in a headspace, please opt off. Especially if, yeah, you're still transitioning from healing to feeling confident. But yeah, I think here we have this person embracing themselves, very gentle. Like you could be moving at this time in a very gentle manner. You could be embracing yourself with like pamper, like salt baths, flower baths. you're not doing that and you are in a healing phase, you should probably consider it. I can't have baths. It fucking sucks. It gives me acne and I hate that. But I figured out how I was getting acne and it was from my baths. So, yeah, just be mindful. If you are getting acne maybe and you do take a lot of baths, probably cut the baths out and the acne will probably go away. But I'm not sure why I'm telling you that. But yeah, I think, you know, maybe you had 2 long, serious relationships here, or like 2 potential suitors that you thought was going to like go the distance but didn't with these 2 Band-Aids. The 2 Band-Aids are definitely representing 2 big moments in your life, like 2 big tower moments, I would have to say. And I think like she's embracing herself, and the feeling I get is like everything's going to be okay. I think you know everything's going to be okay, like, but you've just got to feel what you need to feel. And I think you guys are big advocates to release emotions. You don't repress them, you put them out there. But I think you still do things like, I think when you release emotions, you do it behind closed doors. So people might not know that you're going through something because you do it quietly and you do it very peacefully and you do it in a very loving way. Now, it could be your life's purpose. Like you might feel like your life purpose is to love, to have a big family, and you haven't got there yet. Doesn't mean you're not going to get there. It just means like other things need to be learnt. Other things need to be demonstrated to the universe that you have learnt it. You are who you are meant to be, or you're at those stages of growth and development. So yeah, don't give up is what maybe somebody needs to hear. So if you resonate with that, let's get into it. Let's find out what the tea is on pile number 3. High Priestess. Too many. Six of Wands. wasn't going to do that, sweet. I've already... All right. You get an extra card. Don't tell the other piles. If you come from another pile, I'm sorry. All right. Show me what the tea is. Unbothered. Nice. Dirty offer. I think you'd be able to see that. Yeah. Oh, isn't it surprising the cats have not been in here jumping all over everything? Yeah. All right, so we've got the High Priestess. We've got Six of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, Ten of Swords reverse, unbothered, 4-star. As I say, the cats aren't here. Luna has arrived. Hey, babe. Alrighty. Dirty offer. What's the tea? All right, so could it be like what the tea is? You're very unbothered about a dirty offer that was presented to you. Maybe it was forced upon you. Maybe it was presented to you like you were going to get some, like hit some kind of jackpot, right? That's one way I can kind of connect with these. That's so crazy. I just said how the cats haven't been here and she came running. That's mental, right? She's a little lieutenant. She's the boss of the house, aren't you? She loves the sun, my little sun baby. Anyway, so I also feel like you're very unbothered about this energy. I think what the tea is here is like you could be, I don't know if this is an old version of yourself or a new version or like who you're going to be. I'm not sure if that even made sense then. The force of energy I'm picking up here, what the T is here is like once you've got your mind set on something, you will fucking go after it. A bit like Charlotte from the Sex and the City. Once she's made her mind up, she's doing it, she'll keep doing it until she does it. And that's sort of the vibe I've got. And I think what the T is here is you're very unbothered about how people perceive your drive, your motivation, maybe aggression in a way, but positive aggression. You know, when you're chasing your goals and your dreams, you can't fuck around. You've got to like get off your ass and really go for it. And I think that is what the T is about you here, pile 3. And I'm very proud of you to be in that energy, especially if you are going through something. Now, the jackpot here could indicate what the T is like you've hit some kind of jackpot. You could have hit the jackpot in your life in like, I don't know, hitting a milestone, buying a home, getting a brand new car, like getting the career you want, hitting like winning money at the casino, that kind of jazz. Scratchies as well. I think that's a scratchy. So the T here is like some form of inheritance here, like you've got money maybe. It could have come through unexpectedly. Hello. I brought that on myself, didn't I? Yes, I jinxed it. So yeah, I feel like that's what's coming through. There could have been a dirty offer surrounding money. Maybe you offered somebody a dirty offer. Okay, wrong. It kind of feels a bit sexual, a little bit, but those hands look super creepy if I don't say so myself. I don't know. Kind of looks like BDSM, but it looks kind of like horror hands, like a horror film. So I don't know what that's about, but if you know, you know. Yeah, I just think you're in this state of like this energy of like unbotheredness is what somebody could be talking about, or what the T is like nothing really phases you anymore. Like you could be too busy going after something like in regards to what you want. If people don't like it, then it's not your problem, is what I feel people are saying. So that's sort of what I'm getting from what's the T cards. Let's jump into the tarot. So the High Priestess. The High Priestess could be suggesting, could be secrets. Could be secrets. It's upright. So I'm actually going to go with this. I feel like what the T is here has got something to do with like, you know, your connection with higher power, or your spirituality and your ability to connect with your intuition, right? I also feel like what the T is here is that you are quite thirsty for knowledge. And I think what I'm hearing is like when you have your, like, I think that thirsty for knowledge or thirst for knowledge is kind of coming back to this force of energy. Like when you've made your mind up about what you're going to do, you become very hungry for it. Like you will learn what you need to learn to accomplish that goal, that dream. There isn't anything that you haven't done, is what I'm hearing. You have done many different jobs. You've achieved many different goals. You've hit many different milestones in comparison to people of your age group, or in comparison to the people around you, is what people are talking about. But there is something missing here, and it could be your romantic life. Like what the T could be is like you've got the money, you've got the car, you've got the house, but you don't have the love. For some of you, if that's not resonating, you so cute, I love you, but you're just so little, and I love you, but go over there. She's on my shoulders, if you're wondering. Yeah, like the High Priestess can talk about higher education, right? So some of you, what the T is like you are highly intelligent. You have some form of higher education. That could be like in a disciplinary, like medicine or science, or I don't know, psychology, something like really wow. And I think a lot of people are very impressed with you at this time. Like what the T is here is like they're very wow when they learn about you, who you are, what you know, what you've accomplished. I think what the T is like a lot of people like wow, like they're impressed, is what I'm hearing. Now the Six of Wands in reverse. What you doing? Six of Wands could probably state or suggest to us in the reverse. I don't know. I think that maybe there's been a lack of recognition for you. Like, you've accomplished so much. What the T is like, there's lack of recognition because I feel like you keep things hidden. You don't make it publicly known of your accomplishments, is what I feel like the T is here. I also think with the Six of Wands and this romantic energy coming through, what the T is like you're a person who's been exposed to a lot of broken promises and a lot of disappointment, which could have hindered your self-esteem at some point, okay, or it currently has. And I also feel like what the T is maybe after this situation unfolded or whatever brought your self-esteem down, there was a change in your attitude. Something shifted in you is what the T is. And now there's this newfound level of confidence. And I think you've become a lot more attractive, Pile 3, because you've become more confident. Or maybe what it is that what was I going to say? Luna, honestly, why did I do it? Like, you've become more attractive because you're stepping into a more confident era, a confident energy as well, so to speak, not era. I just think like the T on you with the Six of Wands in reverse, there's no goal that has been unmet with you, especially when it comes to your career. Like, yeah, there's failure, but I feel like there's failure in one area of your life, which because of the energy check-in, I feel like it has to do with love. But correct me if I'm wrong down. You want to cuddle? Come here. Come here. Sit there and cuddle. Yeah, I just think it may have to do with love. And Luna is being very like affectionate right now, and she's very selective in her affectionate energy. And I think the fact that she came to your pile says a lot as well. It means, yeah, I'd have to sit here and say it is the love life, like love life. You've got everything else. You've hit the jackpot in all areas of life, but maybe it's the love life. But you're unbothered by it. I think you've come to peace, or you've come, you've come to peace with the fact that it'll all unfold kind of naturally. And then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Maybe you've come to peace on the back end of that last remark. I don't know. Is it like you've come to peace with the disappointment that has been imposed on you, but at the same time, like, instead of sitting there and sitting in a state of dissatisfaction or in a lack mindset, what the T could be is, instead of like sitting around having a pity party, like Pile 3 has like gone off, spent time working on themselves, sorting that part of, whether it's not like your personality or the way you engage in relationships, and working on that part of yourself in order to bring your wish fulfillment through with this Nine of Cups, right? So maybe what the T is on you is wishes are coming true when it comes to your love life, like when it comes to finding the one, because you've gone away and done the work, right? Hello. You're very assertive and forceful. Look, I'm going to bring this up, and I know it could be a little bit triggering. So it could be the fact that, like, what the T could be is like when you love really hard, and it can be probably, it might be felt, people who haven't experienced a love like yours, maybe they find it a bit overwhelming at first. And I'm only picking that up because of how Luna is. Like, Luna's like, love me now. Like, that's how she's literally behaving right now. And it's like, oh, okay. And I can't get her to love me now ever. And now she's like, love me now. Well, sometimes she does it, other times she doesn't. But she rarely does it more than she does, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's got something. And like, she's running all over my body. Like, it's it's nice, but it's also an inconvenient time for me. So I don't know if maybe what the T is like every time like you found love, maybe it was an inconvenient time for you. Or maybe when you've crossed paths with potential suitors, it was an inconvenient time for them. That's what the T is there. Maybe those people are discussing that. It was just wrong time, wrong place, but right person. So yeah, I think that's all I'm getting with the 9 of Cups. And then to close out your reading with the 10 of Swords. Luna, honestly, should we go and sit on the lounge after this and cuddle? No, because you won't care. Lessons learned are being very much felt with the 10 of Swords. So what the T is like you've learnt your lessons, probably the hard way, because 10 of Swords is a pretty brutal ending. There's nothing nice about a 10 of Swords ending. Like you're definitely a survivor is what the T is here about you, and you're a person who's always focusing on improvement because of the type of diabolical endings you've endured. The 10 of Swords could also talk about what the T is like reiterating the message about you healing to improve yourself, understanding that every experience had a lesson for you to learn, and then basically taking those lessons and implicating what you've learned is what I feel like the T is like you're a person who's always forever growing, and you're not a person who just moves from relationship to relationship without trying to analyze what it was you did wrong. And I also feel like what the T is here in regards to you is you're a person that, you know, you're not stressing. There's less stress within you now. Like maybe you had a change in jobs and it's brought out a better version of yourself. Maybe you had a change in relationship, like a relationship, and that also brought a change into your environment. I feel like you have a more stable foundation, like you're more grounded within yourself now than you have ever been before. Maybe what the T is also here is like you're now putting your mental health first, your physical health first, as opposed to, you know, overstretching, like overstretching yourself, overworking yourself. Like overworking on a relationship that has already ended, something like that. I do feel like I'm getting a little bit off sidetracked here, and I apologize because I'm not gonna blame it on Luna, but at the same time, when her claws are digging into my legs, it's really hard to think. And I just had physio today, and I had deep tissue massage on my legs, and it's starting to really kick in. But hopefully that wasn't too painful for you, pile 3. And I send all my love and light to you at this time. And we'll put Luna back up here and she can say hello. Here, say hello. Say hello. Come on, sit. Say hello. Anyway, see you guys. Take care. Bye.